the world's strongest natural tobacco? Yo, what's up? It's someone that's known one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from Deadman off DMT Nexus, where they took tobacco, Dohka, and here's the full report details. Okay, so here we got a pretty cool tobacco report. It's been a minute since we covered just tobacco on its own, but with how mainstream it is, I wanted to showcase how it might be consumed in another form, and just a different perspective on it than what's typically shown. I would say this is more of a psychotic and psychedelic approach, seeing how tobacco can be commonly consumed for things like ayahuasca ceremonies and whatnot. It's somewhat related to hookah, but isn't cured exactly the same way. Some have considered that this might be a safer alternative to cigarettes because it is more natural and that it simply gets dried by the desert sun. But it still is tobacco though, and there have been findings that show that it does stick out in ways, that it's actually stronger than your typical tobacco products. And I'm talking way stronger. Snus or snuff is considered to be up there in strength, and it's possible that Dohka could be twice as strong. To give even more perspective, it could be 10 times as strong as your average cigarette, maybe even more. With that, tar levels tend to be higher too. But at the time of making this, as far as I'm aware, this could easily be the strongest form of naturally growing tobacco. We'll get a bit more insight with this report. Let me know if you tried this, or if there's even a stronger form of tobacco I didn't come across. Either way, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, so without further ado, let's dive right into this. It seems many users are interested in tobacco due to its use in shamanism in South America. Although traditional Mapacho tobacco is probably the tobacco of choice because of its MAOI qualities, it is hard to find unless you look online, where it's usually only sold in huge quantities. That's why I thought I should mention Dohka. Dohka tobacco is a pipe tobacco from the Middle East, and is traditionally, some brands add flavors nowadays, chemical/additive/preservative free, since it is simply dried in the desert sun. It is also very potent. A small hit will get you very buzzed and lightheaded, especially if you don't smoke tobacco regularly, and too large a hit will have you knocked out drooling. Unfortunately, speaking from experience here, it is traditionally smoked through a medwalk, which is basically a pipe with a tiny bowl, but you can put a small pinch of a bowl of weed as well. In North America, it can be found in most smoke shops that also sell hookah. It also has great purging potential, as I have seen people highly intoxicated on alcohol projectile vomit from this stuff. So check it out if inducing purging is of interest to you while on ayahuasca. I am not familiar with tobacco shamanism, but I imagine it could fulfill many of the same functions since it is also very potent and natural. If you decide to smoke Dohka, try it out before you are on psychedelics. And make sure you're sitting down and have something to rest against. Also, tobacco is tobacco, so still carcinogenic, etc.